Getting lifted. Fire truck.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to go over my favorite albums of all time. Albums that I consider to be the greatest or best albums of all time. These are all albums that I believe showcase the best of their group's music. Although not all are technically full-length albums, they are all at least 5 tracks long because I feel that's the minimum amount to really gauge the quality of an album. As, obviously, it is easier to make a 2-track no-skip album than a 5+ track no-skip album. I will give a review of my 3 or 4 favorites but an overview of the whole album, but I encourage yas to listen to every track on all these albums. This will probably be a longer one, so you may want a drink and a snack, and let's get into the video.
Fire truck. Yeah.
First, I just want to give a small explanation of what I would say is the way for me to consider an album great and not just good. Obviously the first criteria is the music. Every song has to be one I would pick to listen to, not just one I don't think is that bad. It needs to be an enjoyable listen pretty much every time I listen to it. I like variety in an album. Nothing irritates me more than going to listen to an album and the album being samey and boring. Give me some variety, something exciting, something I look forward to listening to. This next one is not essential, but I love when artists tell a story either across the album or just a set of tracks within that album. It enhances the experience of listening so much more. For example, my favorite albums of all time, both not K-pop albums, but 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge and The Black Parade by My Chemical Romance, are not just compilations of amazing music but when listened to in order tell stories. Have links and connections to them. I love when artists are ambitious like that. While there are things that are often common in good albums, there is not one way to make a good album because of the subjectivity of music and the different ways we all enjoy it. Whether that's because of the memories attached to it, the emotions it makes you feel, or just the sheer enjoyment you get out of it. That's the great thing about music, and even better when that music is great. So let's move on to our first album. One that does not necessarily tell a story but explores a topic in multiple different ways throughout.
거짓말이 아니야, 지금부터 나는 너에게 난 너의 ex-boy 돌이킬 순 없을까. 우리가 행복하던 때로 알아, 난 ex-girl 뒤돌았던 나고선 이제 와서야 왜 너와 옛 추억에 힘겨워할까. 너에게만 반칙 같은 너 baby 반칙이야. 네 맘은 뒤집어놔 cold baby 반칙이야. 왜 너는 알고 난 안 돼. 그러고 싶어 because of you. 너 때문에 날 거 살아. 나 좀 알아봐, 나 좀 바라봐. 내게 너
Now we move on to the incredible title track, All In. All In is one of my favorite and most beautiful Monsta X title tracks out there. The song is a powerful, punchy and bold song with EDM and hip hop influences. The true reason I could talk about All In all day though, is the music video. The music video tells a story of tragedy, with many interpretations to it but all linking back to the theme of being all in for someone or something. I say someone or something because the music video shows a message of being all in for a cause, a belief and not letting anyone take that from you. All the members are in conflict, rebelling against an enemy, standing up for the cause you believe in. Whereas the lyrics describe being all in for a person, only wanting one person and doing anything for them. They talk about only wanting this one person, doing anything to protect them and putting themselves in harm's way to protect someone that they love. Whatever your belief of what this song's true meaning or intention is, you can agree it's a beautiful, powerful song that shows the artistry and thought that goes into Monsta X's music. Not only that, but it's just a really well produced, clean song that features some of my favorite rap verses they've done and really manages to show off every member's strengths so well. Stuck is another rough, edgy EDM influenced track. That being said, it's not samey. It doesn't sound like All In Part 2. It's very much its own song and experience. The strong, punchy beat that lines the whole song underneath Monsta X's powerful vocals and raps make this song a real trip from start to finish, with the energy never dulling for a second. To match the consistent intensity of this song, the lyrics describe an intense, almost obsessive relationship. This is no sweet, cute love story but an intense, obsessive one. They are infatuated to an unhealthy point and they know it's not healthy but they can't get out of it due to the nature of the relationship. I really think this is such a well-made song, having a song that matches the fiery, potent nature of the relationship they are describing. I just love this song so much.
그러고 싶어 because of you 너 때문에 날 거슬러 나 좀 알아봐 나 좀 바라봐 내게 너로.
And finally on to the last and my favorite song of this album, Because of You. I cannot explain the love I have for this song and the addiction I have to it. It's a really nice, easy listen, with some R&B influences to it. It's a heartfelt confession. They are doing everything because of you. I'm pretty sure this is my second most listened to song of this year. I just love it so much. From the vocals to the instrumental, just everything about it, and it's the perfect way to finish off an album like this. Showing off the most simple form of love, a crush. There is none of the toxicity or volatile nature that can come with an established relationship. Just two people in that initial, pure, sweet love phase. Overall, I think this is such a good album because it shows off everything Monsta X can do so well, showcasing all their strengths so perfectly. The perfect start to one of the best trilogies in K-pop.
I'm feeling alright 아니면 아니었나 hey 반복의 수업 시간 썬들이 같은 내 삶 왼발 오른발이면 오른발만 발이 편해 위를 지나도 몰라 세상 모든 게 선악과 바뀌고 싶어 Let me go, let me go, let me go Let me go, let me go, let me go 바뀌고 싶어 Let me go, let me go, let me go Let me go, let me go, let me go Every time we 들이대고 기대지 말람 기대고 Trouble, trouble, let it go 이리 돼 내 영원히 돼줘 내 이름 불러줘 Run away, run away, run away with me 세상이 그대서 Forever together Run away, baby 내게 대답해줘 말해지 yes 아니면 no Don't wanna stay 자 이제 go 너가 나 함께라면 그 손을 잡아 하늘 떠봐봐 심장이 몸속을 떠나나 간지러워 책상 넘어 하늘과 high five Lemon lime orange you got it true yeah 이 코스를 치면 안 돼. 내게 남자인 척 꼴게 돼.
We start with the perfect 10 out of 10 title track, Runaway, a synth pop song that expresses the members' desires to chase their dreams. That coupled with the pop rock influences in the chorus make this amazing, almost nostalgic feeling song. It's such an addictive listen and manages to pull up some kinda indescribable emotions in me. Nostalgia, sadness, but that happy sort of sadness, reassuring sadness that we'll be okay. This track really showcases TXT's voices and they manage to communicate such emotion through them. The nostalgic feeling of the song is enhanced by the music video, showing the members in a school messing around at night and finding some sort of trapdoor that leads them to a new world. This song coupled with the music video express the meaning they were going for so well. It perfectly encapsulates the teenage desire to explore and run away, always wanting something new to do, being restless in the place you were raised and wanting to run away and discover new places. While these desires are expressed in a fantasy way in this music video and song, I think the message at its core is relatable and TXT do a perfect job at expressing it. Can't We Just Leave the Monster Alive is a song I regularly listen to on a bad day. It's so comforting and has this hopeful mood to it. While the lyrics seem to be a bit simple and just talking about video games, I believe they are a message of reassurance. Maybe that as long as they have each other or maybe even most, they will be alright. They may be struggling to beat the boss right now but eventually things will work out and they will be alright. I think it could also be interpreted through the lens of the escapism men find in games and fantasy worlds, the fears of the real world and realities of things like becoming an adult. How in video games you can be whoever you want and don't have to grow up, but there isn't that option in real life. The song communicates the message that one day, everything will be alright. Whatever is troubling you right now will be over soon and you will only come out stronger. Now we move on to one of my favorite TXT songs ever, 20 centimeters, a slow R&B ballad. Hugh Ninkai's voice really shines in this song for me. His tone and style of singing really suits this. It's such an addictive song. The way it just glides along its runtime and just sounds so pretty. I cannot explain the feelings I have for this song. The lyrics are so sweet as well, describing two childhood friends that are falling in love and as their height difference grows so does their feelings. They follow the friends as they grow from friends to lovers and eventually their height difference grows to be 20 centimeters. This is a really cute, heartfelt song. I really cannot explain how much I love it. Now from one of my favorite TXT songs to my favorite TXT song, Angel or Devil. This song is everything good about TXT in one song for me. Great lyrics, great vocals, catchy hooks and songs that are just the most fun. You have no idea how often I listen to this song. I really and truly believe this is TXT's best song and it will never be beaten. I adore it. Summer 2021, this song was all I listened to. I would literally have it on repeat all day every day, it's just that good. The lyrics show the members debating what they should do about their crush. Listen to the angel or listen to the devil. The angel telling him to take his time and wait. The devil telling him to rush and confess. I really like the pop culture references throughout the song. I think showing the person going to media in his deliberation on what to do about this crush. He's unsure what is the right path, so he wants to see how others confront a crush. The song ends with the conclusion that only the girl can decide and hopefully she will accept both sides of him because both sides will always exist. The horns and the halo, not the horns or the halo. Everything about this song is perfect. The lyrics, the dance, the production. I will never ever get tired of this song, and I'm waiting patiently for them to beat it. This album is a truly flawless compilation of all of TXT's best. Each song made with such care and passion that this album is a treat to listen to from start to finish. Each song being its own unique experience and having its own amazing meaning behind it. I just think this album shows truly how good TXT are. And if anyone ever had any doubts about them, this is the album to listen to because it's just a compilation of all TXT's best. This is a true masterpiece of an album from start to finish.
여긴 어디인가요? 어느 햇살 좋은 오후 나른히 넘긴 책장 속 예쁘고 이상한 그림 문득 손이 멈춰졌어요. 날 보고 살랑살랑 빨리 오라 손짓해 나도 모르게 좀 더 빨리 Don't you wait no more.
This album has a lot of good memories tied to it, so I wondered if that was why I rated it so highly in my head, so I gave it a few listens over, and I don't know why I ever doubted the cake girlies. Of course it really is just that good because Red Velvet do not know how to make a bad album. Dum Dum is one of the greats, one of the most iconic songs ever in K-pop and will always be. It's a perfect dance pop song that does everything it needs to. It's quirky, it's fun, it pushes the boat out while still maintaining its quality. It proves that there's ways to do quirky, unique songs and not sacrifice their quality. All throughout it keeps up this amazing energy. It's in your face. The music video and styling is gaudy and over the top, but it's so good. I will not accept any of you dumbasses coming in here saying you don't like this song. It's too much. It's too repetitive. It's messy. Okay, I understand. You hate fun and I'll serve you your bland girl crush song next time. Dum Dum is the perfect demonstration of the red side of Red Velvet. Dum Dum has personality and style in a way very few songs do. As soon as you hear that chant in the intro, you know exactly what you're getting into, and that is 3 minutes and 22 seconds of some of the best music you've ever heard performed in a way very few groups can. Dum Dum is that song, and I will not even entertain any of you boring, fun-hating dumbasses who won't listen to this song. Campfire is a change from the very electro start to this album and is a really elegantly produced song with some R&B influences laced throughout. A really lovely listen every time, as I believe this is where Red Velvet's vocals really shine. I adore them on R&B influenced tracks because their tones are just made for it. I would argue that the little bit of rap in this song is some of the best they've done and adds that little extra flair. I personally love listening to this song in the autumn. It just has the perfect mood for that time of year.
눈을 감으면 times 참결에 취해 이끌어줘가 times 또 다른 세계로.
I cannot explain how good Time Slip is in words. I simply love it so much. Everything about it is just flawless, and this is one of my favorite Red Velvet songs ever. I swear my feet leave the ground every time this comes on because as I'm writing this my bed is actually floating. Believe me, this song is one that I believe everyone on the planet should get to experience at least once in their life because it will change them as a person in every way possible. I swear it changed my brain chemistry the first time I listened to it. What else do we expect from the people that produced Automatic working with Red Velvet again though? And now we move on to my love, my number one of my favorite K-pop songs ever, Day 1. I haven't been in a relationship since I was literally 13, but this song got me feeling like I'm 13 and have a huge crush on my best friend. We just spent all night at her 13th birthday party pretending to be in a relationship because both of us were too scared to admit our feelings. The way this song makes me feel so happy and just warm inside is unmatched. They really hit the love song nail right on the head. They all also have the perfect voices for a playful love song as well. You haven't lived until you've heard Day 1. I cannot explain how much I adore this song, and it absolutely deserves its place as a Red Velvet classic. This album finishes with Cool World, a hopeful synth-pop song that expresses the importance of embracing your true self and living as that person in this world no matter what, and I just think this to be the perfect ending to such a perfect album. I literally could not think of one bad thing about it if you paid me. None of the songs feel old or dated even 7 years after its release. Everything in this album is so perfectly crafted and it pays off. This album is so unique and is just unmatched. This is why Red Velvet are so popular, because they can consistently put out such high quality, unique music like very few others. Tying back to what I said about this album and not being sure I was listening to it through rose-colored nostalgia glasses, I actually think that that's one of the best things about music. One listen to any of the tracks and I'm transported back to summer 2018, and very few other things can make me feel so much joy instantly like this album can. Red Velvet are so special, and the world will end the day they disband.
있을 때면 창가에 비친 저단이 나 왜 그리 반가운지 따뜻한 듯 널 닮은 것 같아 There's a moon like you There's a moon like you 항상 난 반해 뻔하지만 난 또 반해 유치하긴 하지만
You make me think You make me think 유치해줘도 뭐 어때 We are so young yeah. You make me think You make me think 유치해줘도 뭐 어때 We are so young
It's a beautiful sky 날뛰긴 하늘 Like you Girl it's not a cloud 너 때문에 난 세상이 다르게 느껴져 Cause you're like a firework Cause you're like a firework Cause you're like a firework
넌 그래 어차피 난 알면서도 해 그래 어째 똑같은 난데 바꾸려고 해봤자 안돼 넌 그래 어차피 난 알면서도 해 그래 어째 똑같은 난데 바꾸려고 해봤자 안돼
한 걸음에 내게 달려가 두 손 가득 안으면 부질없던 감정 다툼이 설명이 될까 가끔 미처 알지 못했던 눈빛 속에 남긴 네 말들은 이제 나 비로소 깨달아 Do you remember me? I'm missing your face Missing your face 나만 바라본 네 눈도 내게 키스해주던 입술도 I'm missing your face 미치긴 네가 보고 싶어 돌아와 remember 우리 처음 약속처럼 last forever Yeah There's a moon like you There's a moon like you
GOT7 have a criminally underrated discography in my opinion, and this album is one of the reasons I believe that. It starts with Moon You, a song that brings me a sense of so much calm and comfort. Maybe I'm just a sucker for anything even slightly R&B influenced, but I think this is just so good. The lyrics are so beautiful as well, in which they compare a partner's beauty to a moonlit ocean at night. I'm gonna repeat this a lot throughout this album review, but oh my god, their voices. I adore GOT7's vocalists and will never get tired of listening to those men singing at all.
You make me think You make me think 유치해줘도 뭐 어때 We are so young yeah.
Now on to one of my favorite GOT7 songs ever, Teenager. Teenager has this really amazing mood and atmosphere to it. I really love all of the choruses in this song. There's something about them that just is really punchy and great to listen to. I'm not sure exactly what makes me like this song, but it's just my type of music. I love the types of songs that depending on what mood I'm in when I listen it to depends on whether I find them energizing and hype or chill and relaxing. I think that's some really excellent production there. Teenager is just a good song. Solid vocals, solid production and a really great energy and mood make it always an enjoyable listen and a song I get excited for as soon as I hear the intro.
넌 나의 하늘이 돼줘 It's a beautiful sky 날뛰긴 하늘 Like you
Next is the title track for this album, You Are. This was my first GOT7 song I ever heard, so it makes me so happy inside and just gives me so much joy. It reminds me of such a great time in my life and I just adore this song. This is one of my favorite examples of tropical house in K-pop. The chorus is the highlight of this song, each allowing JB and Young J to show off the power they have behind their voices. The way their voices are used make this incredible peak to the song that makes this one of my favorite choruses in K-pop. I believe this is one of GOT7's strongest title tracks and really lets each member show off their strengths and makes room for them all to do that across the song. I always feel so refreshed after listening to this song. Like I had a fresh shot of energy and strength and I can make it through whatever is troubling me right now because this song just fills me with so much joy and hope every listen. I understand why this song started off my almost 5 years of being a GOT7 fan. Because it's just that good.
설명이 될까 가끔 미처 알지 못했던 눈빛 속에 남긴 네 말들을 이제 난 비로소 깨달아.
Remember Me is a song that sits somewhere on the R&B side of an R&B ballad. The raps in this song are just so dreamy and never feel out of place in what is such a vocal-focused track. Young Jay's vocals again have me on the floor gasping for air. I don't think I'll ever get over them. I'm such a sucker for his vocal tone. I love it so much. I am wondering who hurt Bam Bam though, because the lyrics are so sad but as always, beautifully written. Such a pretty song that is always worth the listen. The energy picks up slightly again with To Me. This is also up there with my favorites out of GOT7's discography. One listen had me hooked. I adore the way Bam Bam sounds in the chorus and this song features one of my favorite Mark raps in the second verse. A really clean and addictive song. Yum did so well at producing this one. I really love it so much.
I'm missing your face, missing your face. 나만 바라본 네 눈도.
Face gets me every time. The incredible emotion in the vocals punch me in the gut every time. It launches into this gorgeous, emotional chorus that hits you like a truck when it comes on and just keeps up this amazing mood that I'm not sure I can describe nor describe the way it makes me feel. But what I do know is that I adore this song and it's one of my favorite examples of soft emotional GOT7. I think this album is a really important point for GOT7, being what I view as a bit of a turning point in them as artists and people, now taking on this more mature, maybe even relaxed version of themselves compared to previous intensity of their earlier music, and I really think this album did that so well. This is just one of the most refreshing sets of music. Every time I listen to this album I come out feeling better than I did before in every way possible. It's diverse while still feeling cohesive. It flows really nicely when you listen in order, and that's one of the many reasons why I really just love this album so much. Thank you all so much for watching this video. This video took my blood, sweat and tears and maybe 2 weeks of messing around in my editor to find out how I wanted to structure and make it look. Then it was too long so I had to export it separately, but finally here we are. And I'm happy-ish with the result. I'm thinking about pairing this and starting to list off my favorite K-pop songs and alternating albums videos and songs videos monthly, because this video doesn't even scratch the surface of all of my favorite albums. Anyways, I'm hoping to upload twice next week. There are so many videos I want to make right now. With all that said, I'll let you all go. This video is way too long, but I hope you enjoyed it and I'll see you next week.